No intro, no outro, straight fire. All right, let's get into this video. So this video is to pretty much go into breakup structure versus change of character, which is a huge difference. I see all the time. A lot of traders confuse the two. I don't trade like this, but this can be something that can help you all conceptualize market structure. So if you ever entered into a trade right after a structure break and you ever got stopped out immediately, this video is absolutely for you. You feel me? So most traders confuse breakup structure and change of character, and that mistake is costing them money. So again, today I'm going to break down the difference between breakup structure, also known as BOS, and change of character, also known as CHoCH. Um, and then I'll show you exactly what each one means, when they matter, and where traders kind of mess up at, especially by entering it too early. And then I'll show you some indicators that you can use to help you out a little bit. So by the end of this video, structure should make a little bit more sense. And if it doesn't, then just keep watching the video over and over and over again. So before we talk about breakup structure and change of character, just quick reminder, market structure is simply how price moves. So in an uptrend, so if you're looking for buys, you have higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Go ahead and label that. So again, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Now for a downtrend, as in you're looking for sells, you have, your lower highs and your lower lows. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. All right. So pretty much structure is the story price is telling us. If you're continuing to make higher highs and higher lows, you're in the buy. If you continue to make lower lows and lower highs, you're in the sell. So let's start with breaks of structure. So break of structure happens when price breaks the previous high or low in the direction of the current trend. So break of structure pretty much means continuation. So if price is making higher highs and higher lows and it breaks the previous high, that break is a break of structure. So prime example, this is considered a break of structure. This is considered a break of structure. Again, this is considered a break of structure. In the sell, this is considered a break of structure. And I'm not trying to insult anyone's intelligence by making this video or anything like that, but it is very important to know the difference between a break of structure and a change of character, because a lot of people get stopped out because of this, because they don't know proper market structure. All right. So this tells us that the trend is still strong and that buyers are in control for buys. And then it also tells us that trend is still strong and that sellers are in control for sells. So break of structure is a confirmation, not a reversal signal. And not a reversal signal. So pretty much it tells you like when the trend is pretty strong. So now this is where most traders get confused. A change of character is the first sign that momentum may be shifting. So change of character does not mean that the trend is that the trend has absolutely reversed, right? It just says that it's shifting. So in an uptrend, the first time price breaks a higher low, that is a change of character. So prime example, price creates another higher high and then creates a new low. Excuse me, this. And then creates a new low by breaking the previous higher low. This is considered a change of character. All right, so it's basically price saying, hey, something is different than the trajectory that we already been on. So change of character is an early warning, not a single signal. All right. So for a buy trend, right, price boom breaks the previous lower high. This is considered a change of character. You don't want to enter in on this because you want more confirmation. So the simplest way to pretty much remember it is breaks of structure equal continuation and change of character equals potential transition. So break of structure confirms the trend, change of character questions the trend because there's a change in the trend. So the biggest mistakes I see traders make is they see a change of character and they immediately try to enter in right here. No, that is not the right thing to do. That's how you get stopped out. That's how you get chopped out, right? Again, change of character only tells you to pay attention, not to press buy or sell. So you still need a confirmation, break of structure, higher time frame basis, a proper entry confirmation, whatever you use in order to get into that trade. So change of character is just a heads up, and the break of structure is pretty much the sauce, the recipe. So here's how how traders use structure. So first, change of character tells you the momentum is changing. Then break of structure confirms the new direction. So think of it like this: change of character pretty much opens the door, and break of structure lets you in. So I have a change of character, right? Price made a new low, price pulls back. And then when price breaks that low, this is considered a break of structure. So this is a new low. This is a lower high. And this right here would be considered a lower low. All right. So that's how you kind of conceptualize it. Again, for a buyer scenario, price pulls back and breaks the new high that was formed. This is the high. Higher low. This is considered a break of structure. All right, so hopefully that kind of cleared up the market structure for you. So let's get into the charts. So an indicator that kind of shows you, you know, new high, low, lower high, lower low. Let me put this on a bigger time frame so it's a little bit easier and cleaner to see. Is this indicator. It's called higher high, lower low, live by Lonesome. And it shows you, all right, this is a higher low. This is a new high, higher low, higher high. This candle is still developing, so you can't really determine, what's going on here. This is a good one, right? You have a higher high, and then you have a new low. You have a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, lower high, higher low, high. And the reason why this is a higher low is because it did not break this lower low. But if you look at it, you have a high, a new low. So this would have been your change of character. Because it made a new low. And then when price made a new lower low, this would have been your break of structure to show continuation on in the trend. Now let's put on this indicator to see if that's actually, yep, spot on. Literally spot on based off the indicator. So based off the indicator, change of character, and then based off the indicator, break of structure. So once you get this is all fair game for you to figure out a way to get into this trade and then ride the rest down. All right. And then from there, you have another break of structure, which is a continuation of the trade. And then you eventually have a change of character. Now, an indicator that kind of helps you with this as well is called Lux Algo Smart Money Concept. So you just type in smart money Smart Money Concept SMC Lux Algo. And it will literally show you the changes of character and the breaks of structure. So once you get a change of character, you might not necessarily want to take that trade because it's just showing a shift in momentum. So as you can see, price is selling, right? You would get in on the break of structure, and then price has a change of character. This will probably be the point where you would want to get out the trade. And then price pulls back, have a break of structure. This is the part where you probably will want to get into the trade. So hopefully that kind of helps to conceptualize some things. You go down to the 1 hour so that, you all can take out some of the guesswork and get in some pretty healthy trades. Like, yeah, another example, right? Price was in uptrend, right? You have your change of character, break of structure confirming that uptrend, break of structure confirming the uptrend. Now you have a change of character because what? Price broke this lower high. And now what do? Now you have breaks of structure because price keeps breaking previous low. More breaks of structure, right? And then you have another change of character right here. So you probably want to get out right here. Another change of character to the downside, and you have a break of structure. So on and so forth. You have a change of character, break of structure, break of structure, break of structure. This would have been a good trade to ride down. Change of character, probably wouldn't trade any of this, and you have a break of structure, good trade to ride down, right? So hopefully that finally cleared up market structure for you. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want more clean price action breakdowns, and comment below break of structure, change of character, or what might you have mixed up. And if there's any ways that I can make these videos a little bit better, let me know. Again, this is not I trade volume profile, but essentially you can connect the two, market structure and volume profile, and really get after it. I don't do it because I don't like a lot of indicators on my screen, but it's highly a possibility. So no intro, no outro, straight fire. See y'all when I see y'all. Peace.